What's up guys, and welcome to our second unboxing of the day. In our previous video we just unboxed the Boneyard set and Boneyard premium figure. Right now we have the Icons of the Realm Storm King's Thunder. I have 8 boxes here to unbox. I haven't actually had anything from this set, I don't believe, so it's going to be kind of fun to unbox. We'll see what we get in them. I purchased these off miniaturemarket.com. That's kind of where I purchase all my miniatures from. They do not sponsor my video, but they're just letting you know that's where I pick them up. A lot of places vary on price. I find they're pretty fair with their prices, and they're pretty good with their shipping. So let's go ahead and get started on our first box, and let's see what we get. We got 1, 2, box number 1 of Storm King's Thunder. So this one looks like he has an attachable. I'll start with the big one. I didn't realize I pulled it out on the big side. So we have the Fire Giant right out the gate. And it looks like he has an attachable arm, which is right here. Let's go ahead and put his arm in. Tape right here. This is the sword that he comes with. I'm guessing it should clip right. That's a pretty snug fit. And that is the Fire Giant. My first box of Storm King's Thunder. Also, let me know in the comments, guys, which one of your minis that we're going to unbox today are your favorite. And also, if you've unboxed any minis yourself and you recommend a good set, let me know. I'm always down to go out and purchase more. So we have an Aza. Very fire themed again. As far as I'm aware, I believe the Azas are kind of a fire being, but they basically inhabit armor, from what I understand. And we have Crag Ungot. Looks like some form of Dwarven Lord. Be a really good NPC, maybe even a player character. Has got a lot of. I'm not sure if his sword's supposed to be like that, or if that's a kind of defect in the packaging, or it was melted like that. Yakachol. Yakachol? It looks like some sort of treant. There's an eye right there. Pretty cool. So that is our first package down. I'm not even sure what to be looking for in these sets, like what is our rares and what is our not rares. So hopefully we'll get everything we need to get. Let's pop the Fire Giant out the way right there. Box number 2. This one's actually pretty heavy. Heavier than the first one. So we got 1 and 2. Bring them out the proper way this time. We'll do our littles first. We have a Sprite. Very, very cool detail on this little guy. He's wielding a bow. I always like to use fairies and pixies to kind of torment my players. It's pretty fun. A Free Creen. Actually got 4 arms. Not only is he wielding a bow, He also has two swords, looks like short swords right there. His back. Very cool. Oh, nice little mini. Ooh, giant frog. Because I've been hoping to get some frogs to kind of populate my waterways. Like I said in a previous video, I do have quite a lot of Dwarven Forge. We actually unboxed some Dwarven Forge in one of our videos recently. You should go ahead and check that out. And they make pretty much the best dungeon terrain around. Wow, this guy's impressive. We have King Hackerton. That's how you pronounce it. Again, he comes with a hand to place in. I'm guessing he is the Frost Giant King. We'll go ahead and we'll put his hand in. I've never had any minis that required the clipping of the hands. I guess it's just kind of helps them not get broken in transit. But they are a very snug fit. And there he is, wielding his weapon. Very cool. So as far as the giants go so far, I'm pretty impressed with the two first giants. Let's move on to box number 3. In comparison actually to the fire giant right here, he's actually bigger in size. Maybe a cool battle to have at some point. Okay, moving on. We have 1 and 2. Again, we have another Sprite. He's the same as our previous Sprite. Can't actually see the name too well. The name's actually written off on the bottom. We have a serpent, half man, holding a sword right there. The texture and just on the towel alone, you can feel each and every bump right there. It's actually really well made. We have a bandit, just a standard ruffian bandit. I actually did start purchasing a lot of the wilderness stuff, so there's going to be a lot of roads and travelling around. I'm always down for to have some bandits. We have another fire giant, this time wielding a nice hefty warhammer, and his armour is absolutely incredible. Some real good detail on the base. Look at the shine right there on his plate mail. A nice pull right there. So that is our third box. On to box number 4. All the guys came out. It looks like a similar sort. Let's make this to the side. So it's another free Kreen. This time he's not actually wielding a bow. He is leant a little bit backwards. I'll probably go ahead and put some hot water on him, dump him in some cold water and reset him. Another different variant right there. A Canku. one of our crow-like creatures. My first crow-like creature. Wielding a little bow right there. I love his little hood. Probably going to use him as some type of thief in my game. Maybe as a hindrance. And another Canku. The second variant, wielding his sword rather than a bow. Again in his little hood. Let's hold up next to the other one. There they are together. Very cool. And then the big boy of the set. The axe is a little bit bent, but we have a frost giant. Try and bend this out the way so you can see her face. You see how the axe is a little bit bent right there. I'll probably go ahead. Sometimes I reset these. You can take a toothpick or something and kind of wrap it around to straighten it up, and it will slowly straighten out over time. And that is one of our frost giants. Okay, moving on. We are halfway through box number 4. Moving right along. Got a smaller main mini in this one. A Bandit Captain. The captain of the bandit we already had. Wielding a little dagger. Very nice work on his cape there and his cloak. Let's get rid of the previous guys. We have another Canku. We have a nice little pack of these. Make for a fun encounter. And oh, well, what do you know? I actually do have one of these. So I do have something from this set. He is called a Homunculus, Homunculus, and he is quite cool. I believe these are summoned. Don't quote me on that, but I believe they are a summoned creature. And our not so big boy of the set is the Winter Wolf. He actually looks really cool. I like him a lot. And he will be a fun random encounter, I think, for my set. And that is the Winter Wolf. Box number 6. We have a Dark Nile. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's very blurry on the bottom right there. I believe these hang to ceilings, if I remember right, and they basically pounce and drop on unsuspecting people. We have another Homunculus. We now have 2, possibly 3, because I do have a lot of miniatures. A Cleef Kenrick. This guy could possibly be used as a player character, maybe a fighter. He's actually pretty hefty. I love how his cape comes down, his sword's nice and straight. Impressed with him. And the big boy of this set is the Fomorian. He is impressive looking, kind of quasi-eyed. I'm probably saying his name wrong. He's the Fomorian. Very cool. Okay, moving on to box number 7. Picking that one up in a second. Okay, one of the miniatures came out. Probably floating around in the bottom somewhere. Ooh, I was kind of hoping I'd get one of these. An Intellect Devourer. Very small. I was trying to get him in focus because he's so tiny. Little brain with 4 legs. And the Intellect Devourer. And they basically, from what I believe, they teleport inside of unsuspecting people. And they basically start devouring their intellect from inside. They can do weird things. That'd be kind of a fun one. This one's a little bit better shape. Yuan T Pureblood. Again, could be an interesting player mini. Building a nice bow there. She is a little bit bent off center. I'll probably go ahead and reset her. And the other one fell out. We have a night hag. I love my hags. She is really well done. And that is the night hag. And then the big boy of this set. He's a very big boy. The Cloud Giant. Again, he has an attachable arm, which we'll get at in a second. This is the Cloud Giant. Very cool. Let's go ahead and get his arm out. He has a hell of a, I want to say scimitar maybe. Ooh, this one's going to be a bit of a hassle getting in by the look of it. There we go. He has a hell of a sword. I'll probably go ahead and glue these in just to make sure they set. He's a very big piece, very impressive. We'll go ahead and get box 8 from the floor as soon as I knocked it off. Aha, I see it. There we go. Okay, and box number 8. Actually had a really decent pool of giants from this one, so I'm kind of a completionist, so I'll probably go ahead and buy another set, try and get all the fillings. But so far, so good. Aha! So we have the Cleef Kenrick, but we have the invisible form. It's actually clear. It's actually one of my first invisible minis, and he goes along with the same model that we just had. I'll give you a side by side. When he is moving invisible, we have an invisible token for him. We have a white holding a head. I really like his armor. His armor's done very well. He's holding the severed head there. I might add a little bit of red on there. But he is very cool looking. And then Kazi Alphalandra, holding a very oversized bow. Probably would be kind of cool for a player mini, but as an NPC alone I could find some multiple uses for this guy. The size of his quiver there, absolutely outstanding. And the big boy of the set is a stone giant. This one's actually got a very kind of long head, wielding a club. I think this is actually a she. She looks like a she. And that is the stone giant. And then that's it for this set, guys. So that was my 8 boxes. I feel like I got some good stuff. Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite. Please don't forget to go and check out the other video on the Boneyard unboxing we did. I also did a Dwarven Forge one a couple of days ago. Please drop a like on the video, it really does help the channel out. And please subscribe, you know, it allows me to keep doing these videos. I really enjoy doing these unboxings. And let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll see you again on Trilogy. Thanks, guys.